two in our top 10 favorite fusions.
And don't forget to like the video right now. The video gets 450 likes. You will get another top 10.
Mm-hmm.
So like it right now. And then the winner from the last video is going to be posted at the end of this video. So make sure to stay tuned to that all the way to the end. All right, let's start off the countdown.
My number 10 is Elemental Hero Glowneos.
Mine is Alligator Sword Dragon.
Ew.
I like him. He's just cool. He's a cool guy. He attack directly.
He can.
Yeah. If your opponent has a earth, fire, or water monster, you can attack directly.
Oh, I forgot.
And just like I was like that. I was like that pose that you come at you.
Well, I like Glowneos. It was weird because Glowneos is one of the ones when they were.
Yeah.
I never talked about him.
I played Glowneos actually.
Yeah, and I'm just there. I'm like.
Yeah, I remember I used to play that card. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, he's the one with the little lightning bolt in his hand.
It's like, because I always really liked Glowmoss, but Glowmoss just sucked. But when I saw Glowneos, I'm like, the way he was glowing, I was just like, what kind of cool. Look cool. He's like one of those cards that I was like, he was like very cool to me, but I brushed him underneath like the ground.
I was ashamed.
I was ashamed to say I liked Glowneos, but I did.
It's like the worst Neos fusion. It is. He's like the most useless one. Like, oh, pick up the top card and base it off his effect off of that. And then one of them would like be bad. So I'm like, work so hard to get him on the field for him to have like a minus effect. What the fuck is this?
My number 9 is Labyrinth Tank.
My number 9 is Metal Dragon.
I just remember.
I like Labyrinth Tank.
I remember when I was young, I was probably like, I was living in Ozone Park, and I remember I was sitting on my step, and I was holding Labyrinth Tank. I'm like, this card is from that duel where we go around the labyrinth. So I would say that Labyrinth Tank is my number 9, only because it's very nostalgic for me. And when I think of Labyrinth Tank, I think of my, like, 10-year-old self on a stoop, like, basically, like, looking at it, just like, wow, and that's why.
I like Metal Dragon because it always... Metal Dragon. You've never seen Metal Dragon.
Is that car where it looks like it's like a train that, like...
It looks kind of like a train. You know who it always reminded me of?
I know.
Metal Dragon reminds me of one of the Power Ranger Megazords when they went to Zeo, and then he had like the Red Ranger's dragon, and every time I would see like in the commercials, like in the opening when it's like flying and it does like the head spinning shit, I always thought of Metal Dragon as the Red Ranger.
I remember I have that card also as a kid, but I think Labyrinth Tech just left a bigger impact on me because I was just like, wow, I could. It's funny because it's just like when I saw like Metal Dragon when I was a kid, I was like, wow, this card I could put in my deck. Why is it purple? My number 8 is Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon.
It's funny, I saw that card and I was like, he's so nostalgic. I don't know why I like that card, but he's not on my list. I
remembered I had him when I used to go into that Catholic school that I used to live by. And I was in the parking lot and I was with my friend Ryan and James. And when I was with Ryan and James, I was just like...
Fake Kisame?
Yeah, I was with Fake Kisame and I was with Ryan. And then I was just like, I got Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. And I was just like, it ain't as cool as Blue Eyes, but it damn well looks cool.
Yeah, it really did. I liked him.
It damn well looked nice.
My number 8 was Vermilion Sparrow. I bet you're probably like, what the fuck is that?
I don't know what
the fuck is that. I just love his look.
I've never had
He's
that
such an
card.
old card.
Was he ever made?
Yeah.
Oh.
Was he ever made? This card is old as dirt. What are you talking about? It's like root water old.
I never seen that card.
Like, these are cards like, I remember like one of my first cards was one of my first cards was like root water, and then like this card too was like one of my first cards ever, and I just loved his look. Like he had the hair. I think because he reminded me like Dragon Ball Z and like the fighting games I used to play. So like I always thought he was cool, even though he has like shitty attack points and defense points. I always thought he was cool with 1900.
My number 7 is... It's funny because I don't like the card itself, but it's because I loved it in the anime. Bakori Box.
Really?
I loved that shit from the show. When he went in his mouth, he pulled at that fucking scythe, and and the way he was laughing, it was like so. I think like my childhood.
Yeah, you must have a very sick childhood.
I was just like, when I saw that, I'm like, this shit's scary. Why do I like it? And
somebody wasn't hugged as a child. My number 7 was St. Joan. I don't know why. She's so simple, but I love her. I love her. I don't know why. She's so very simple.
Put out.
I don't care. Hey, have you seen the hottest women of the top hottest women cards on my list? There's a bunch of women with self-respect, dignity. She epitomizes it.
She wasn't on your list.
Yeah, because she wasn't. She's the epitome of.
I love you hear that shit on.
I was gonna say, yo, that fucking bob cut haircut. Ew. I mean, that's like me saying Oprah sexy. She's like the Oprah of Yu-Gi-Oh. Saint Joan is the Oprah of Yu-Gi-Oh to me.
That just sounds weird.
That's how I view Saint Joan.
Or because Rainbow Neos. Only because I really do like Rainbow Dragon, and Rainbow Neos is a fucking strong ass monster with a great fucking effect.
It's easy to bring out.
But it's one of those cards where I just never cared. I never sat down and never did anything. And because I really love Rainbow Dragon, I should really sit down and be like, I really like this card, but I don't.
Is
Flying Wingman.
Dark Paladin.
Okay.
He's just a cool card. I always loved Busted Blade, but I felt like he never got enough credit. And then once he got that fusion with like Dark Magician, it kind of gave Busted Blade a little bit more publicity. So I'm like, all right, good for Busted Blade. And he has a nice, decent ability. And then I think the way Yugi used it in the anime made him look real cool. And I mean, I hate his look because honestly, it's just Dark Magician.
Yeah.
It's just Dark Magician. It's just Dark Magician in different clothes. It's like, yeah, fuse them together. It's like Buster Blader. I don't really need you.
They never technically showed what the Buster Blader looked like. He was kind of always wearing shit.
Maybe he was Dark Magician.
Dark Magician is Buster Blader.
All of Yugi's cards are probably fucking Dark Magician with like wigs and shit. Now they all look the same.
My Chan stole a stone. Dark Magician.
My number 5 is gonna have to be Flame Wingman.
My number 5 is Crimson Sunbird.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? The fuck is that? I know what it is, but I'm like, it doesn't have an effect. It's not made with anything special. What?
You never heard the story of me and Crimson Sunbird?
No.
Oh, well, when I was a little kid and I actually got into Yu-Gi-Oh! That I would go, when I was in St. Helens, when I was in that Catholic school, James was like, oh, I have Dark Magician, and Ryan was like, I got the Blue Eyes White Dragon.
And you're like, I got Crimson Sunbird?
Yeah. I had Crimson Sunbird, and it was Japanese, and it's like, I didn't know what the fuck it was. So I played Big Bird. But that bird, because there was an but there was an equip card where it was just a wing. Oh. And I always like put that with.
It cost 700.
I don't know what it. I don't think if it was 300. I think it was just 300.
Oh, I think it was Follow the Wind. Follow the Wind.
Yeah, it was probably that. And I was like, I put it with my bird, and now it could at least be Dark Magician. Fuck Dark Magician. Crimson Sunbird.
I like Flame Wingman because Flame Wingman was cool.
So corny, so predictable.
I mean, no, honestly, Jaden made Flame Wingman seem cool, and I thought like Flame Wingman was gonna be Jaden's like his card, his like, oh, this is my nigga, like this is my Dark Magician.
He was the guy of the Dragon Champion. My number 4 is Elemental Hero Absolute Zero.
My number 4 is Skull Knight.
Absolute Zero, I think right when the Omni Heroes...
I really like Absolute Zero, but he just didn't make my list.
It's just like when the Omni Heroes first came out, like Kirby loved Shining. And not that I like Shining too.
Yeah, but Shining's so easy.
Shining just looked like an alien.
Yeah, I don't know what is
one
face?
eye. Yeah, it's his face. As for Absolute Zero, I'm like,
yeah, he looks really cool.
Right,
he was the first one I ever saw.
And everyone was like ditching Absolute Zero, and I was like the only asshole.
Yeah.
So with Snowman Eater, and I was just like, I'll prove you all. And now everyone's like, I'm gonna play Bubble Man. I'm like, Snowman. You and me are gonna do it. You and me are gonna do it.
Super Poly, let's go. But no, I mean more or less in the sense I like Absolute Zero, but it's not as cool as Skull Knight. I mean, Absolute Zero.
Skull Knight has a decent artwork.
I love this look.
Have you ever seen
this look.
Have you ever seen Absolute Zero with his fancy ass crepe? Crepe.
His fancy ass crepe.
His fancy ass crepe that he walks around with that he fills.
It's pronounced crape.
Crape.
Skull Knight. I love his artwork. I love who he's made with.
He's
that
a
chess
nice
piece
card.
is like. It's like, I've always wanted to do something with it. I'm like, make him do something with this card. This card's fucking awesome. And like some of the other cards that are gonna be on my list, they're just, they're gonna be not really traditional type of cards because the reason why I like cards is so weird. But I love this artwork. He has 2000. To me, I felt like he was Summon Skull's like brother or cousin. That's why I always thought of. I thought he should have been made with Summon Skull.
Summon Skull, Dark Magician.
No, when Skull Knight takes off his thing, it's just Dark Magician. They already saw the picture.
It is Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem.
Mine is Elemental Hero Tempest.
Ancient Gear Golem.
I love that card.
Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem. You're the one that... I remember I was hanging out with you one day and just like, hey Anthony, what do you feel about Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem? I'm like, oh fuck.
You're like, ho?
I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, you're making.
You're fucking with me.
And you're like, oh, we're gonna go upstairs in John's house. We're gonna go upstairs.
Yeah, I'm
like,
looking for it.
we're gonna find that episode. And you're gonna see Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem. I'm like, all right. And then he's like, all right, I've used it. And I'm like,
you're like, what? What are you doing? What? I like Tempest. Tempest looks really cool. He looks like an actual hero. He looks like a...
Keep going.
He looks like a hero. He's got the golden bow, the golden cock. He's like the coolest looking Elemental hero by far out of all of them. He's always had like nice artwork, and the fact that there's just 3 of them. Anytime Jaden summoned it, his effect is really good. It's a really nice card. What's your number 2?
My number 2 is Elemental Hero Great Tornado.
I'm gonna say Tempest.
Elemental Hero
Great Tornado looks like shit.
Everyone talk shit about Great Tornado.
I love his effect.
No.
I love his effect.
And
I
it's
love
funny.
to put him on the field. He's one of my favorite ones of summer. He looks like shit.
He is my favorite.
Omni Hero?
Omni Hero. He's my favorite Omni Hero because
he looks like shit.
No. You know what he reminds me of? Because the way his like... No. Because you know how he has that...
Hanky?
Shut the fuck up.
That stupid thing like I'm wearing?
He reminds me of Bass from Mega Man. You know how he has that like same ass cape? He has that mysterious feature. His like design isn't perfect, but that cape and how he's based up the air.
It's an ascot. Like all it takes is a fucking dusty ass fucking napkin and put it around your neck, and all of a sudden you're in the top 10 favorite fucking car. I can wear one too.
Yeah, Burger King logo.
It's a burger cloth, and it blows.
I'm trying to think of like what's the other one. I know I'm missing one. It was water, fire, wind, earth,
light.
Yeah. Shining just looks like a fucking alien. I feel like at least fucking Great Tornado. He was mine. Everyone had their favorite fucking Elemental hero. And you know what? He was mine. He was mine.
And now you're fucking Great Tornado.
I'm fucking Great Tornado with his fucking whoosh.
And then now
fucking dark fucking. He's like a fucking Dark Magician.
He takes it off and he's Dark Magician.
Alright, now go into yours.
Yeah, I know, it's his VWXYZ Dragon Cannon.
Okay.
Because it's Megazord, one of my favorite artworks. Can't really go into detail about how much more I love this fucking card. It's a great fucking card. I've always wanted to make it. I've always hoped they gave that archery more support. Maybe I might do it and it could just be meta. I might make some support for him later. But it's a great... Hey, it's my cape. 1,000 attack points, a nice little ability. Takes 5 monsters to make. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. But
it's the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
I mean, it's the dumbest thing to ever make. Cause I'm like, it's so complicated. They need to make a way to make it easier to make. They need to make some type of way to like a card that substitutes for them to make that shit easier to make. But I mean, to me, that's like it's the hardest work for no payoff. 5 monsters on the field. Yeah. And then actually, it's really 7 because you have to put the 3.
Yeah, and then you gotta get the 2 fuses to fuck.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, it's so hard to make. You should get more than just 3,000 attack points and discard 1 card and remove a card from the field. Like, you should get more than that. Piss me off. My number 1 is Last Warrior from Another Planet.
My number 1 is Elemental Hero Tempest and UFO Fighter. But somebody had just spilled the beans.
No, talk about yours since I already did mine. No, he's the last warrior. He goes last. I'm good at this game.
Corny ass.
You're unlimited, so it's easier to throw names with you.
Corniness 24. You see, it's actually Tempest. But the reason why I love Tempest, because I've stated why I like Tempest before. No, because when I was younger and I went to the first sneak preview, it was Elemental Energon, where I actually pulled Water Dragon and Elemental Hero Tempest. When I first saw Tempest, I immediately took him out. I looked at him, I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe it. I took him, I slipped him right in my pocket with a couple of common cards so he wouldn't get bent. And I said, oh, I got Water Dragon. And they're like, and I was just like, they're going crazy for this piece of shit. God forbid they knew what I had. And I remembered I got rid of Water Dragon for Jack's Night, Queen's Night, and, you know, the 3 nights. I did that, but I kept...
Oh, fuck! That's a great fusion! I forgot to put him in my list! I love him! He's number 1. No,
that's what you get for taking Tempest from
He's alternative number 10. I love that card.
That Arcana Joker?
Yeah, it's a great card. It's a great card. Talk about, I mean, I don't want to...
It's like, because I was younger, I think I was like only like 14 or 15 when Elemental Energon came out, if around that age at least. And I didn't want to go to the sneak preview, so John was just like, Anthony, you have to go with me.
I can't go by myself.
She's like, I'll even pay for you to go in. And John pulled nothing. And I pulled Water Dragon and Tempest, and I'm like, he paid for me to come here. He's gonna take my shit. So I slipped Tempest in, and I gave Water Dragon to John for the 3 nights, because I said to myself, if he knows I got Tempest, he's gonna take Tempest, and he ain't taking no Tempest.
He traded.
You have your Cyber Dragons.
Hand it over. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
So those are my top 10.
I never even...
Tell yours, because you didn't say your number 1. You said its name, but you never said why.
Last Warrior from another. That card is so fucking epic to me. The name, the picture, the effect. It's like, to me, it's one of the biggest cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! The name is epic. The Last Warrior from another planet. Then you look at him. He looks like the Last Warrior from another fucking planet. He has like the biggest fucking arm in there, and he's like, I'm fucking coming to fuck shit
You
up.
would think he would have more than 2350.
Yeah, he looks like she's got 2,700 attack points. And then even his effect. When this card is summoned, destroy everything else on the field. Destroy all monsters. And then as long as he makes space up on the field, no player can summon. So it's like, when he gets on the field, it's like, you ain't doing shit. Like, fuck everybody else. It's the...
Make a deck.
Warrior from another planet. He's to me, he's like the fusion card. When I think of fusion cards, I think of him, because he's like, to me, the best one out of all of them ever. Because I'm like, he's the last warrior from another, like, he's coming, he's fucking from another planet. He's the last of them, because he's
the last dark magician.
Number 1. Comment down your favorite fusion monsters and what you think of our fusion cards. And don't forget to like the video. The video gets 450 likes.
We'll do another top 10.
And then
we'll do top 10 synchros if this one gets 450.
And then don't forget, comment down below, because you can be picked to win a pack. The
winner of the free pack will
from
be
last
right
video
here.
Is showing
up.
48
hours to claim it. Message me on Kisame Unlimited or Underground. Oh yeah, so we got it. Oh, unless you don't have it, whatever. So we will do that. Subscribe to Underground here, the Facebook page, our individual channels, and we will see you later, because I'll be like, fuck it all.